Okay, immediately this is a far superior bike to... Oh, immediately. Fucking hell, this is a good bike. So smooth. And the overrun, holy fuck. I hope the fuck that this is recording. Yeah, it is. Alright, boys and girls, fuck, I'm on a... I want an S1000R and I want to buy it already. I just want to buy it already. It's fucking amazing. The one thing I do have to get used to is how very sensitive the throttle is. The throttle is very sensitive. Oh, that pop. Oh fuck, this is a lot of fun. I would far rather have this bike than I would the C1000R, just saying. Oh, it's just far superior. Oh, it's just fucking so good. Oh my god. So, why am I test riding it? Just because I have the day off, really. But also because I'm trying to think about getting a bike for going to work. The commute isn't that much, but you know what it's like. Well, I hope you know what it's like. People work fucking hard. For example, the hours that I do are just obscene now. They're just unbelievable. The one thing I have to get used to is the clutch. That fucking pop is so good. It doesn't go into neutral very easily. I don't know if that's just because this is the demo bike. Like, how many miles has it got? It doesn't say. Was it 1359? So it's just got over 1,000 miles on the clock. Such a nice exhaust note. Like, it's not, you know, overly obtrusive like some exhausts can be, where they're just, you know, it's just fucking noise. Because the one, like, I don't know if everyone has watched my channel in the past, and I've talked about my background, but I trained as a classical violinist for about 20 years, and I still play. And so how something sounds has been part of me for a long, long time. If I pick up an instrument, then it needs to sound good. And there are certain things that I want to hear whenever I pick up an instrument. You know, you go for things like how it feels. Even from picking it up and holding the neck of a violin, you can tell whether or not it's going to be a good instrument. The weight, how it feels in your hands. Because the weight will probably have a lot, I don't know what the weight has to do with maybe the density of the woods, where the balance point is. But things like that will dictate how it sounds. This bike is so confidence inspiring. But I'm gonna really do my best to try and finish what I'm talking about, because I go through videos and I've watched it, like the last 2 videos I've put up, I've just talked shit. I've just talked absolute shit, and maybe that's what people want to hear. But I never finish what I'm talking about. I just never finish what I'm talking about. So the last thing that I sort of talked about was, what's this guy doing? But the last thing I sort of finished talking about was, oh, it's very easy to just throw into corners, was the exhaust notes. So like I said, violin, noisemaker, all the things. It really doesn't want to go into second, or neutral. Have to be very delicate. But this thing has a presence, and there's a difference between presence and like just being in your face. There's loads of exhausts that I've heard that are like, ah, ah, and it's just. Oh, I want to fuck the CV1000R. I don't give a fuck about the CV1000R anymore. Shit in comparison to this bike. Shit in comparison. Oh, it's so smooth. And I don't know if that's just because it's in urban modes. When I was on the CV1000R, it was still in sports. I guess mainly because of the weather, but there is a huge difference. Huge difference. I just love that. I don't think I could ever get bored of that. Couldn't get bored of it. It's just too sexy. But this is annoying. I'm trying to get into neutral and it just won't go. So yeah, back on topic. Exhaust notes. This is something I might have wanted something a bit more, maybe even slightly more present, but this is me sitting on the bike. Maybe it's what you find with some violins is they don't really sound very loud. This is the thing, the difference between loudness and presence. I think that's what I was trying to get at. It doesn't sound very loud, me sitting on it. But people seem to be looking. Could be the fact that it's a BMW, or the fact that it's making itself known, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait there, tunnel. Yeah, that sounds good. In first gear, it sounds really good. Oh, it sounds really good. And it's not at all snatchy. But you know what this means, like? It means I'm gonna have to buy fucking shit tons of BMW memorabilia. Shit tons. I'm gonna have to buy so much BMW stuff because this is amazing. I don't really want the bike that's... Yeah, I want a bike that's powerful, but I also want a bike that's sensible at the same time. And for all you dickheads saying get a scooter, you can go fuck yourselves. Oh, it's so present. It just has this thickness. Not so much in the higher gears, but definitely in first. There's something about first gear. Once you get it to like 3,000, 4,000 revs, it's just like, oh, can we, gonna give me a bit more? Because you know it gets better as you get faster. Wow, and it can go like, I was in second. It just sounds mean. So what I might do is I'll take it out, say the M4. This would make my commute very fun. Very fun. In the neutral. Now, slow speed, it's a bit, I'd still need to get used to it. So it wasn't immediately easy to use. There's some bikes that are just, the center of gravity is very good, but this, it still feels light. It still feels amazingly light. And with the clutch, I sort of understand a bit more that I just wasn't giving it enough gas in the first place. Oh, it's just so much more fun. I don't really have to change how I ride, I just have to ride. I also like the added fact that if the option is there, if I do want to ride in rain modes, because that's certainly one thing that's on my mind anyway, is riding through the rain. Because this will be an all-weather bike. Wouldn't do that. You not see that it's reversing? And the mirrors, I gotta say, the mirrors are very, very good. I can actually see shit. With a few of the other bikes, you can't necessarily see that much. Oh man, that pop. It's alright. I'm riding a BMW, that means I have to ride like a dickhead. Because that's the privilege. You buy a Beamer, you drive like a dick. Now, in terms of filtering, don't think I could get that gap. Giggity. And these aren't adjustable. I should also probably say, guys, the BMW that I went to is BMW Park Lane. That's the closest one to me. I probably could have gone to one of the ones that are outside London, but I don't have a bike yet. So, well, not yet anyway. Yet being the key words. But it was, because I work in a dealership now, it's all about the experience. Every so often we get mystery shoppers. I'd love a little bit more feedback with the sort of controls. Because we do, because I'm in a dealership, I know that we do mystery shops. I probably should have told them it's not a mystery shop. But on all the things that were sort of, what's the words? Qualified, maybe not qualified, assessed. Assessed is a better word. All the things that were assessed on, you know, those guys have scored very, very highly. And at least for the first parts anyway. The 30 and second, whenever I tried the 1290R, it really struggled. And we'll see what the second half is like, because we're only at the test ride stage of the Mumble Mystery Shop. I'm going to call it the Mumble Mystery Shop. We're only halfway through, so it'll be interesting to see how they approach the rest of it. Just out of curiosity's sake, you know, there's no point thinking just because you've done something already doesn't mean someone else can't do it better than you. So I'd say these guys would be much better at their job than I am. So I'm going to take this as a learning experience. Yeah, I would love doing this. I'm going to have to see how much it's going to cost me, because obviously I can get a Honda with mad discount. Whether or not they would want to give me discount on this, because I'm friends with a few people, I'm not too sure. Doesn't go into neutral very easily. That'll be something I'll have to have a chat with them about. But apart from that, it's a fucking brilliant bike. I think this has the it looks like it has electronic suspension. I'm not sure how much of an effect that would have, considering all I'm doing is riding around through Central. It seems to be staying at a good heat, like it's at 99 degrees. And for a liter bike in this sort of heat, like it's 30 degrees in London at the minute. I was riding a customer's R1, and fuck was it hot. It was running so hot. I honestly don't know why people ride that. Oh, there's a bit of squeak there. Well, that doesn't sound healthy. It really doesn't like going into neutral. The quick shifter is awesome though. I thought it was going to be that, no, which way is going to be the best way? Probably the outside. Don't normally go across this bridge. I just want to get onto the motorway for a bit. It's so busy today. What the? I wonder if it's, well, Wimbledon's over, so that shouldn't really be the case. I'm very impressed. I'm honestly genuinely very, very impressed with how smooth it is. Well, it really doesn't want to go into neutral. That's something. No, why is that? Like it's just neutral. All it has to do is go in. Like it doesn't want to go. If you're in first and you try and go into neutral, it's not going to happen. Second, you have to fight for it a little bit. I thought I was quite a delicate fella in terms of pressure. At least that's what the ladies say anyway. Fuck, it's just doesn't want to go in. Giggity. Not even the good kind of giggity. Just doesn't want to go in. Probably going to be. It's probably just to say you should just be making progress all the time. Neutral's for dickheads. It's pretty good for U-turns. Fuck, I've been on it for nearly an hour, have I? want it! I'm starting to get, my hands are a bit numb-ish. That's after an hour. I wonder if there's a bit of, there's actually not that much shaking. See, just when I was on the CBR 650, it was rattling like a dick. It was just floppy dildo and about everywhere. Whereas this is just, it's just so smooth. But obviously when you give it beans, it lets you know. So in terms of like ticking the boxes, it's doing a lot of them. And it's very confidence inspiring, especially when it comes to the U-turns thing. Nothing worse than having a bike that you're just like, oh, fucking wrestling with it to get it to go somewhere. Wow. And it's very, very comfortable at motorway speeds. Like I remember I was riding on the, again I keep using the CBR as a reference point. Use it as a reference point, and I'm not really getting much vibe on the left hand side, not getting much vibe on the foot pegs. Service is 1 mile, okay, that's fine, it needs a bit of petrol. And I'm going to put a tenner in it. I'm going to put a fuck, nearly killed that bird. I'm going to put a tenner of BP Premium Unleaded. And I might get a cheeky Burger King just because I'm a dick. Oh man, I really want this. This is what happens, you go on test rides and then you regret it immediately. You're like, why did I want this? But I find it amazing how this is less noisy than a bike with a fairing. Normally I ride with earplugs so I can just get rid of all the excess noise. So I find it very noisy on the CBR, which doesn't make sense really, right? It shouldn't be noisy. But it is quite vibey. I thought that was the police. Lol. Are there any tissues? Why are there no tissues? Should have gone to Shell. Shell have tissues. ABS Pro. What's this? Sorry buddy, I can't really help you. Unless you've got a spare lid rocking around in that bag. No idea what speed I was going. Yeah, the quick shifter is incredible. So my main gripes with the bike are, apart from the fact that it's fucking amazing and I want it, is the fact that the handlebar vibes, and it only seems to vibe on the right hand side. Not too sure why. It doesn't go into neutral very easily from any side, so first or second. Anything else I don't like about it? The mirrors are very good. That's the things that I've noticed the most with a few of the bikes, is can't see shit. The quick shifter is amazing. I actually think it's a lot better than the doggies. Apparently that van is fitted with air conditioning for the sake of animal welfare. That's quite nice. So yeah, my hand's going numb a wee bit. Doesn't really matter the speeds. I wonder if that's a bar end thing. Oh, so now I'm thinking about numbers. How much is all this shit gonna cost me? Probably a shit ton. They ask for a certain amount of deposit, and then the rest comes out monthly. I'm gonna have to make a smaller deposit for the time being, and then just check to see how much I can pay back over time. Because with all these deals now, you can pay more if you want to. So say if you get a big I also need to see if I'll be accepted on finance, that's the first thing. Probably would have done that first, but I guess it's a trust thing. You develop trust with the customer and then you say, alright, well, let's see whether or not it's possible, but at least you know you like the bike, and if you like it, you'll find a way. I don't know how this works. How does the fucking... Oh, cruise control. Alright, now I want it. Now I want it. Now I can just chill at 40. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh man, I am in love with this bike. It's a terrible road. The one thing I didn't talk about, whether or not this camera is still rolling, is the fact that I can stand with both of my feet on the ground. I don't think I've ever been able to do that on a bike. I'm only like 5'8". So in terms of, I guess, it's quite a low bike then. So for any of you shorter riders, this would probably be a better choice.